think we know here that knowledge, reality, experience, perception is different in different states of consciousness. It's different. And so in ordinary waking consciousness, we see reality that we think is real. We see something here, we experience something here, and we think that's real, this is who we are, that's the world out there. That's the ordinary experience of everyone, almost. But then we know, of course, upon awakening, we find out that we're not the person experiencing the world. What we are, really, is the awareness, the field of awareness in which the person and the world exist. And so this is a big step, big change, but it's just coming back to normal, to what is real, more real. The being, the self, the sense of existing, is what I am, and it's what the I is of everyone, everywhere. And when we wake up, we become what we were all along. And that is the same self, same one self of everyone, everywhere. And so this is natural. It's natural. The being, the sense of who I am, is the same for everyone, everywhere. It's the same self. There's only one self. One self. And that's the innermost sense of being, sense of existing. The soul of everyone is really the same soul, same self, same being. And so it's not an intellectual realization, it's not a mood, it's the reality. You shift to being that unbounded awareness in which the person and the world are contained. And so everything goes on, same as before, same body, mind, still experiences the world, still has its emotions, still has its ups and downs. But the self is unbounded and free from the person, not really bothered by what transpires in the life of the person. It's not affected, not touched, really. And so that is the initial awakening. It's like it's living in freedom, just freedom from all of the problems in the mind, all of the worries, all of the things that are going on in the world. I am free from all of that, and I am not touched by it. And that I sense is it's the same I, same sense of being that we experience now. But when it's experienced on its own level, all by itself, you can't really put a word to it. There's no word for it. And yet it's still the self, It's the being. It's the self. And it's unbounded. And really, it's not just infinite. It is infinity itself. The self itself is timeless infinity, timeless being. It's eternal being. It's the eternal reality of this, who you are, which will never die. It has always been and always will be. And that is the reality of the self itself. So it's a simple thing. It's something that happens, and it happens when the time is right. When the time is, when the readiness is there. When the readiness. And readiness means without concepts, without ideas, without beliefs or expectations of what may transpire. No just an openness, really. We can't say open mind, because the mind, doesn't matter how open it is, it still has a boundary to it. There's some boundary. And so it's just pure openness and pure simplicity and pure innocence. And what that means is there comes a point when the mind just has to stop, because there's no possible way the mind is going to get it, or no activity, no technique, no activity will bring us to the timeless being, to the now, the present, eternal present moment of now, through which all time and space passes. No doing from the side of the mind or the body or the emotions will get us there, because it's non-doing being, non-doing pure awareness. So the thing is, there's this just giving up. There's a certain giving up that the mind can't do, that you can't do. You can't just give up. So it's not going to happen to the mind. It's not going to happen to who you think you are as the person. It's not going to happen even just by giving up. Something else comes into play. Something beyond mind. Something that we could say subliminal, that can cause the shift to take place. And this happens, really can happen to anyone at any time. But it can happen through a satsang. Satsang is this, which is It's just the being talking about itself and listening to itself talk about itself through all of us here. It's just the self speaking about what it is and what it isn't. And so we don't really pay much attention to the forms that we see, or we don't pay much attention to the seer, the person that is listening. It's not about you, the person. It's not about me, the person. It's about the being opening up a little bit more, all by itself. It just starts to open up to itself a little bit more. And when it does that, a little bit of quietness takes place. And we may notice the silence, the stillness, quietness in the space around us here. Now, we know that many of the people that listen to this have already awakened, and they know all of this is this old hat. And many of the people that listen to this are not just awake as that unbounded awareness, but that unbounded awareness itself has remembered itself even beyond, as everything, everywhere, and maybe even beyond that. And maybe even as divinity itself, as the divine itself, within the being itself. But we're not concerned about that right now, because knowledge, experience, reality, truth is different in different states of consciousness. And no sense really listening to others talk about, everything, and everything is divine and all of that, which is the reality, but it's not the reality to expect or look for if you have not yet awakened. No, we have to start from scratch, start from the basics. And so just forget about all the other talks that we've given here about, unity consciousness, and about Brahman consciousness, and about divine, all that divinity and stuff. It's just confusing. Can be confusing. It's nice. It's beautiful, and it's the reality ultimately. But it doesn't really help if you have not yet awakened. And so this is just for those people who have not yet shifted to being unbounded awareness, who are still caught in the clutches, in the false identification with the mind, thinking, I am this person listening to this. But you are not the person listening to this. You are the awareness that is awake to the person and the field in which this is taking place, the unbounded field in which all of your perceptions are taking place. So see, when we say we've been falsely identified with the objects and phenomena and subject of experience, what we say is you have been falsely identified with being the person experiencing the objects. And what you really are is the pure awareness itself that is witness to the person, and its boundlessness encompasses and supports all of your perceptions everywhere in the space around. So it does not just observe the person listening. That observer of the person that is listening is also the field in its unbounded reality. It is also the field, unbounded field, in which all of these perceptions of the world in front of us, or wherever we go, is contained. So see, the self, the being, the real I, is already everywhere. It is omnipresent. It is timeless, eternal, omnipresent, pure being, pure the light of consciousness. And so I know you know this, and you've already figured that out because you're so intelligent. You already know all of this. But who is it that knows that? Who is the you? Who am I? Who is the real I? The real self? I mean, this is not a question for the mind to try to figure out, because it can't. It can't figure that out. It says, oh yes, I'm awareness. That's what the mind says. But are you awareness yet? Are you that unbounded awareness, free from the body-mind person? So maybe not yet. There's still some entanglement there with the objects or phenomena of perception or thought or emotion or sensation. Something is holding us in to the false identification with the body-mind that has been so deeply ingrained over years and years and perhaps lifetimes of referring back to myself as being this person, being the body, being the body. That has created conditioning. We've been conditioned to experience ourselves as this body, mind person. When in fact, who you really are is the observer of the mind-body person. And the observer of the intellect that likes to take ownership. Oh yes, I know this, I understand it, I'm the observer. No, there's an observer of the intellect discriminating. And this observer is in everyone, everywhere. We've just been so caught in the thoughts and feelings. The observer has been clouded, covered up, entangled. So, now, that entanglement is an illusion. You should know that entanglement with the body-mind is an illusion. It's not real. It's real only in the ordinary waking consciousness, where we have been conditioned over time to experience ourselves undeniably that I am this body. And that conditioning, we can say the conditioning is real because it's due to the stresses and the karmas and the actions and the emotions that all the stresses that we've taken on, and the concepts and ideas, even the ideas that we have about enlightenment, however true they may be, there's still concepts about it. It's not what it really is. This is not what it is. All of your concepts about enlightenment, however true they may be, are not it. Not it. And so, just let go of trying to know it or figure it out. Just let go. Be simple and just be open to the silence, to the stillness that is in the room all around. There's a stillness. There's presence. do this is we just keep the eyes looking ahead at a point. They can look at my eyes if they feel to. And as the awareness becomes more focused at a point, the stillness in the space around us increases. And even though there may be thoughts or feelings or sensations in the body-mind, when the attention is more awake to itself at this point, the stillness and silence increases. And that silent presence becomes a little more dominant because it is the product of the awareness that is aware of it. So we just sit here and allow and we don't mind anything that's taking place. We allow. Don't resist or don't restrict anything. Just allow whatever is happening in the body and mind and emotions to happen. As this stillness, this presence, this wakeful awareness that is aware of the stillness in front of us here becomes more awake to itself. Because this is what it's doing. Awareness itself is becoming more awake to itself. Really beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond the perceptions. There's the wakefulness, the wakeful awareness itself is brightening, becoming brighter. And as it becomes brighter and experiences itself more innocently, more simply, There's something in the space around us here that is not moving, not doing. This awareness itself, this field of awareness itself, in which the body and mind and the whole environment around us, the whole surroundings around us, is contained, is not moving. It's the only thing that is still, completely still, silent. It is the stillness itself. And this stillness just becomes more dominant, that's all. So we sit here, eyes open. Don't need to close the eye. The eye have not awakened. There's no value in closing the eyes. No value whatsoever. Because the being is everywhere, all around, in front of you, behind you. It is you. Really, it is the you. It is the you are everywhere, unbounded. The real self, the real silent being. So this is the thing. Is we don't want to fall prey to the mind or the emotions. Let them do whatever they want to do. You are this stillness. Awareness is the stillness. Awareness is the stillness. The stillness is your self. But we're not trying to convince you, mind. We're just pointing out what is real. And see, we can notice now that the witness is there. The mind is awake to an observer. The mind is awake and aware that there is something that I am seeing the body. The I is not the body. It's not the mind. It's the seer of the body-mind. And that seer of the body-mind is really everywhere. It's unbounded. Unbounded. You are that seer, not the person. You are the witness, the silent observer of the person, not the mind, not the body. So what is taking place all around and is the presence is becoming more predominant, more dominant. And the split between the witness and the person gets more clear. There's a separation between the person who I think I am and the observer of the person who I really am. And as that separation deepens, the time could be right. Time could be right for someone to be the one for the witness to recognize itself. It's not enough for the mind to recognize the witness. It's the witness that wakes up to its unbounded reality when there's enough separation. When the witness is here, and it's here now. And you won't find it by looking for it. It's just there, watching your body, mind. So this witness, it's the witness itself that turns around and sees itself and remembers itself as this stillness, this silent, wakeful, pure awareness in which all of these perceptions are taking place. It's a field, it's an unbounded field of pure awareness itself. And you are that field of pure awareness itself. You are not the body, not the mind, not the emotions, not the person. You are unbounded, pure awareness itself. This presence, this silent wakefulness that is dominant here, more dominant, more predominant, that is just pure concentrated consciousness itself, concentrated upon itself, everywhere within itself. And it's here now, more predominant. And so the being itself comes more awake to the unbounded reality of itself. And you are that, you are that, you are that. That freedom, it's just freedom, it's pure freedom. That is really above and beyond and free from all of this, free from everything, everywhere. It's beyond all of this. It's not touched by all of this. It can't be affected or influenced by all of this. This is the pure freedom of the self itself, the being itself. There's nothing for you to do, nothing for you to recognize, nothing. It's just unbounded awareness itself. We say these words, unbounded awareness, but it can't really, there's no word for it. It's just that freedom, that pure freedom from the trap of the mind and body and world. It's such a joy, such a lightness, such an ease, such a relief not to be trapped in that little body mind. You are this whole field of presence and stillness. This is what the I is. This is what pure awareness is. It is pure awareness itself. So we let go. We just let those emotions come up and enjoy. Really, just enjoy the freedom of not being trapped in the little me. Because it's so beautiful, such joy, it's such exquisiteness, it's pure exquisiteness. Let go, just let go, just allow everything that is taking place to happen now. Don't restrict anything. Because you are not any of this. You are that field of silent, non-moving, timeless, eternal, pure being, pure awareness that is not touched or affected by anything, that can't be hurt. It can't be affected by anything. And we allow all those emotions that have been hurt to come out, just to heal, just to let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. And allow the body to do what it needs to do to get rid of those stresses. Don't resist any movements. Just let go. Let it throw off. Maybe it could be even just that last little stress that you've been holding on to for dear life, that needs to go, so that you can find out you are not this body, you are that unbounded awareness itself, free from all of this. And so the freedom itself, the pure freedom itself, can be with itself and light up its own light and its brightness and its clarity. It is just pure clearness, pure clarity itself. It is that unbounded light of consciousness itself. It's consciousness is what you are. You are consciousness. You are awareness, not the body and mind. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing, beautiful thing, beautiful thing. There's nothing to know, nothing to figure out, nothing to understand, nothing to feel. It's beyond all of that. And so it just comes back into its own light of its knowing of itself. It just brightens. That's all. It becomes brighter and brighter and brighter, more clear, more unbounded, more vast, more omnipresent. And this is the real being, the real self. We just come back home to this. We come back home. We just come back home. Come back home. Come back home. So just let go. Allow it to happen.